If you're a music or classical theater buff and you always wanted to go see the latest, most incredible and world-renowned performances but just couldn't make the trip, then our next guest has some great news for you. USophia is a music-centric networking service specifically developed to host and help expand the world's community of musicians and music lovers. Joining me to tell us more about USophia is actor, director, musician, and founder of USophia, Dan Shore. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So let's begin. What does USophia do exactly, and how does it work?
Okay, the whole idea of USophia is that while you're with your private jet in New York watching something at the Met, you're missing out on something in Australia, something in Paris. So the whole idea was to create an international online music hall where you just sit back on your couch and have everything you want right there on your computer.
So is this live streaming or is it?
It's live streaming. All of it is live streaming, and all of it, once it's streamed, goes online on demand.
So do you have to pay a fee to be able to access it? How does that work?
Yes. Well, there are two ways that you can join as a subscriber, which is a one-time deal, and then, but for very, very special performances, you're covered. Or you can just buy a one-time ticket to watch the opera from Copenhagen, if you so much.
That's really, really interesting. Now, this is something that's very unique. How did you come up with the idea for this?
It all started with a concept that I wanted to show people how a musical event is actually created. So I have, I have been involved in many operas and concerts, both as writer and musician. And it's so fantastic, people come to rehearsal for the first time, they meet the music, and then at the back of their minds they meet the audience, which will only be there in 10, 15 or 30 days. And it happens, and in most places 3 days and it's off. And it's gone, and it's forgotten. And 5 days later, they start something else. So the idea was show people how it's created, how it started, how the conductor, the musician, think about it and start.
So this isn't just the concerts, it's also the process up to the concerts.
Yeah, it's, we have online live conversations with writers, Umberto Eco, we had in our... The whole thing is everybody is at home with their computer, and all the people from around the world, when we had Umberto Eco, we had something like 3,000 people from around the world. We had people from Malaysia, we had people from Mali, we had people obviously from the States, Italy.
Well, I mean, it seems like you're really providing an outlet for people who don't have access to seeing these performances on the ground, actually be able to experience this, which is a big
even
deal.
if they do, whatever you see, you're missing something else. So
that is true. That is very, very true.
The idea was to create centers and teams that would go around and would capture whatever is happening in Italy, France, the States, Israel.
Now, may I ask, where does the name USophia come from?
Universum Sophia, which in Latin means the world or the universe of wisdom. The concept is wisdom is anything that has to do with the process of learning, the process of creativity. So actually, the name started with my girlfriend, who said, "You have to use something with you." And then she says, "Philosophy."
But her name's not Sophia.
No.
No. It's all about wisdom and learning to appreciate music. So for those of our viewers who are watching and would like to subscribe to this amazing creation that you've made, how do they do that?
Well, the best way to go about it right now is to email us at info@u-sophia, that's USophia.com, and just say, we would like to subscribe, and our guys will take care of you.
And just to clarify, what are some of the different types of performances you can see? Is it only music?
Right now, it's music, and it's basically jazz, opera, and classical music.
Okay, great.
We cover festivals. There's a fantastic festival in Ravello in Italy. We cover festivals in Denmark. We do some in Israel. The States, France. We're going to open up Australia, New Zealand.
Wow.
Stay
All right, well,
with
so
us.
there's a lot to look forward to if you do subscribe. I think I'm going to go check it out myself. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.